Yeah, Jack's already into his this week.
I'm tearing in, baby. You know what I've gotten into recently, like as a weird form of like reflection and self-care?
Yeah.
Real Housewives of New York. I would highly recommend it, dude. I'm a Roni head, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, dude, it's a strange time in life, brother, but it's amazing.
Well, I can honestly say what a difference a week makes. There's been a lot that's gone on, but we're here to celebrate. We're here to have some craft beers, talk some baseball. As Greg Hall says, 111 this episode will bring us all good luck. We need it. We need it.
Yes, we need it. Absolutely. Thanks.
Oh, I like this. I like this one. Los Titanes de Lager. Yes, Lager. Yes. I was going to say Liger, but I'm just like, I like that a lot. I'm actually going to steal that from Ed Brown. I'll give you attribution. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, he's not on the show today, but in the chat. God bless. How you doing, Angelo?
There he is.
Yes. Bubble Pug is here. Party time indeed. David's here. Hey, so why don't we get to it? Let's talk some craft beer and baseball. Let's get around to it. And we are here for another Tuesday, 111 weeks straight. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast, weekly Beer Baseball Blogcast. We're a little bit country. We are a little bit lock and lull, keeping baseball history alive, one beer at a time. Collectively, we are the Beer Baseball Blog, the adventures of craft beer and baseball. And welcome to episode 111 for June 14th, 2022. Wherever you are watching us live today, please give us a like and a comment. Let us know that you're out there. And as always, we'd appreciate if you subscribe, turn on those notifications. Some housekeeping before we start. Ooh, yeah. If you'd like to support us and all of our efforts here at the Beer Baseball Blog, you can buy our stickers, buttons, and beer coasters on our Etsy page. Go to beerbaseball.store. If you'd like to become more involved with us, become a Patreon member for as low as $5 a month. Go to patreon.com/beerbaseball. I'm going to scroll across the bottom. Our wonderful, awesome people that contribute to us every week. We love you so much. Thank you so much for making the Beer Baseball Blogcast a reality every week. Sometimes we limp in here. This week, this is a beer psychologist, right? We're gonna talk about craft beer and baseball, and hey, just forget about the world for a little bit. And these people make it possible for us. Here's the lineup card for today. Unfortunately, Angela Trinidad, our VP of Content Development here at the Beer Baseball Blog, is on assignment this week, yet he's in the chat, keeping it kayfabe.
Dude, Steve Reich won.
We will definitely have him back as soon as possible, whenever he's available. We always love Angela here. Next, our field correspondent and senior research analyst here at the Beer Baseball Blog will be joining us via satellite, legitimately via satellite, here in a few. But hitting third is the goodwill ambassador in the Sultan of Swig here at the Beer Baseball Blog, Cowboy Jack Durango.
Well, I was just a chubby lad, never knew no good from bad, but I knew life before I left my nursery. Left alone with ice-cold beer, it was such a naughty peer. Hey, cold beer, you made a bad boy out of me. Hey, won't you take me home tonight? Hey, down beside them baseball lights. Hey, we're gonna let it all hang out. Cowboy Jack, you make the baseball world go round. Now get on your bikes and ride.
Let him hear it. Yes.
Always inspired, always musical. Jack, I always think that you're going to go, yeah, I wasn't feeling it this week, but you bring the thunder every week. We appreciate it. And I know that our watchers also love it as well. Yes, worth every penny, says Ed Brown. Yes, actually. And I hope he's talking about the singing.
What a night to be alive, man. I'm here with the Beer Baseball Blog Bruniverse. I'm here with my brother Michael Mondragon. We're waiting for our field correspondent to come in via the airwaves, the interwebs, if you will. This is going to be a fun experiment tonight. I want to see Kevin get hammered in public.
Well, definitely. He's via satellite, so he could be in orbit. He could be possibly on a plane. He could be. Sure. We don't know where he is. He could be in the Alps for all we know. But
it's true.
Yeah, he's a man about. That's for sure.
Definitely is.
So let's do this real quick. Let's do what we are drinking tonight. Jack, you have a very, very interesting one that when I didn't recognize it. I recognized the brewery, but I did not recognize how many of these beers from this brewery I've actually had. So tell us more about this one.
So I am having the Beer Hates Astronaut Double Pale Ale from Half Acre Beer Company in Chicago, Illinois. Go Cubbies. So this is a 7.8 ABV. It's Citra. So I'm guessing there's a lot of Citra hops in here. I did a hashtag, did the research. I picked it up because of the can, man. The art's super cool. It was an Indian pale ale, I think it's a double pale ale. And this is a collaboration with a small time, very successful comic book called God Hates Astronauts. So they collaborated with the guy who owns this book and puts out this book. And dude, this is a dang good beer, man. This is solid, bro. Half Acre knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, a couple years ago.
I gotta send this over to Patreon supporter Scott Lost to see if he's familiar with the comic book, and our other good friend of the show, Steve Whistler Jr.
Yep.
This is right up their alley. Ed's in the chat. Ed, if you know the book, dude, let me know, man. It looks good.
Yeah, so interesting. And when I think this was maybe it might be 2017 for all I know. Actually, I think it's 2018. I went to Chicago and I went to a Cubs game. I went to a White Sox game. I went to a couple White Sox games. And one of the breweries that I was told was Half Acre. You got to get some Half Acre stuff because that's at the time it was very popular. I want to say, I was going to say Grey Goose, and I'm just like, no, that can't be right.
It can be, dude.
Yeah, true. But there's another goose that's on the tip of my tongue right now, but that's also from Chicago. And it was kind of reminding me about kind of the way this brewery was being talked about. It was a very very popular brewery, and it was I don't know if I'm not sure. I think this is still, does it have like the symbol on the can on it still? It hasn't been. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Let's see.
The independent one.
Oh no, don't tell me.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
It doesn't have it.
So I'm not. I didn't know if Half Acre was still independent or if it yeah. So I think that it might have been taken over in the past couple years, but I have to do my research on that. But it's okay.
I'm going to say no. And here's my reasoning, dude. This is some Columbo stuff.
Okay.
This is like a stick-on label, like very DIY, something that you would do at an independent. I'm sure that if they got bought out by a bigger company, the packaging would have changed to reflect that. These look like not crowlers, but 16-ounce gimmicks made in a DIY factory. So I'm going with no, dude. I'm going with independent.
Okay, good, because and it was like I think it was probably at that point where they were getting so big, and then now they're getting a lot of distributorship. So I see it a lot around here. In fact, I picked one up maybe a couple of months ago down at a place that's right down the street for me. So Half Acre, from Chicago, definitely that's an awesome one. I was glad that you got in on this one.
Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it, man. This is good stuff.
Right on. Joining us via satellite.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
I'm in the show. Oh, gosh. I'm already losing my phone. Jeez. Let's see how this goes. I'm literally on my phone, and it's weird because I could see my face in like half the screen. So
It is weird when we have to see your face.
got it.
no, I mean half of my phone. Half of my phone is the screen. I'm like, how do I fix this? I don't know what I'm doing.
Got it.
Maybe go horizontal.
Maybe.
All right. Yeah, there you go.
All right. I don't know. Oh, now you can even see me.
So Kevin, one thing I want
Yes,
you to
sir.
do, I want you to ride that mute button.
What?
So ride the mute button. So when you're not talking, put yourself on mute.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
Dude, relief, bro. Like,
And hey, I was gonna say last time I went to Chicago, I did go to Half Acre, and yeah, great beer. Definitely some great beer they have there.
so,
Yeah, I
brother,
agree.
settle it. Do you think it's independent, or do you think they were bought out?
I'm guessing they're probably still independent. I don't know for sure. Why did you hashtag do the research?
No, I didn't. And
Okay.
they don't have the independent label on the can. But I'll tell you what, dude, I'm going to track them down tomorrow. I'll talk to them.
Yeah, but not all independent breweries have that logo on their can either, to be fair.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna track down the info tomorrow, and I'll report back to the group, dude.
All right, Kevin. Since you're up and I can hear everything that's going on in the background,
Gosh. And mind you, I'm in a room with one other person. It's everyone behind me. If I was out in that room, you wouldn't even be able to hear me at all.
so I'm gonna let you talk about the beer that you have and where you're at now.
Yeah, I'm in Left Coast Brewing in Irvine, California. I knew I was going to get out of work until almost 6 o'clock. So this is the closest brewery to where I work. So here I am. And I figured hopefully I don't have to order a beer. So I got two. So I have a West Coast IPA called Life's a Garden, 6.9%. And then over here I have Offshore Haze, obviously the hazy, coming in, I think it's 6% if I remember right, looking at the board when I got here. This is literally my only – I only have the phones. I can't even like check the chat, and I usually am on the chat and looking at things. So I'm just riding solo today. And cheers, guys! Thanks for letting me come on, and hopefully this connection works out okay.
Right on. So Ed says God Hates Astronauts was originally created during a 24-hour comic day. Interesting, where a comic is literally made over a 24-hour period. So that's cool. There's a lot of history to this, that beer, and we wouldn't have known about it had it not come up, right?
Right. Absolutely, man. And it's just based on cool art. That's, what a good selection.
Awesome. My beer tonight is the Mango Pango from Smog City Brewing in Torrance, California. This brewery is it's one of the first ones that I kind of knew about in Orange County. There was Monkish, which we've talked about before. There was Strand, which is they have a huge facility out there. And then also like Phantom Carriage and stuff like that. I think that's more in Carson. But Smog City was this very small brewery that put out really great beer, and I've had stuff from them before. They have like a coffee porter that's been widely available, at least around here in LA. And they also have some other IPAs that are really good. And it reminds me a lot of the good West Coast IPAs that we like a lot around here. But this one is a tart fruited ale, 4.3% ABV. This refreshing ale goes down real easy and is jam-packed with tropical mangoes, a hint of sweet peaches, and a subtly tart finish that cleanses the palate. Designed for warm weather drinking, there's no reason not to have a few. I like that. So
dude, is Smog City directly targeting me with that in mind?
Well, I would tell you this would be kind of a light breakfast for you, Jack. I don't think this would kind of like
So if I have a big day, I got to like maybe a hike, I got to do a lot of physical activity, I got like a hard training session, I should have that for breakfast.
Yes.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
And it might even, like, for instance, you say like, hey, it would be really, really nice to have a tropical mango right now. Just you would crush all 4 of these
Sure.
because you have an iron constitution, and I know that.
I do, man. I some people might call it a problem, but you know what? Daddy calls it an unsolvable riddle. Smog City Mango Pango, dude. I'm gonna keep an eye out for that. That looks gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the ones you would see at Trader Joe's too. If you go to Trader Joe's locally, they seem to always have something by Smog City.
Yeah.
And they also have a location in Long Beach, like a small one at I can't remember the name of the place, called like Bottle. It's something like Craft is in the name. And what it is, it's a little area to get food and drink where there's storage containers, and every restaurant, or in this case, a brewery, have a storage container that they use as their retail space. It's right there in Long Beach. Yeah, it's interesting. And they have a lot of beers up there if you're over in the Long Beach area. Kind of north downtownish area of Long Beach. But that looks good. I haven't seen that one at Trader Joe's. I haven't tried it yet, because usually I go for their IPAs.
Yeah, I say it's like a starter, and again, it's like you can either go one of 100 ways with this one. It's you could either start with this and then go into some other sours and kind of tart ales, or you could start out with this or end with this. But this is definitely is a summer beer to say the least.
Wow. Okay, dude, you sold me.
It's good stuff,
bro. They should make you a spokesperson.
I'm trying.
Yeah, come on, Smog City, get behind it, bro. Join the revolution.
Smog City was very integral during the time that COVID started. Maybe it might even been like a year into it. They were really pushing because at that time breweries could only have you could only sell stuff if you had food, and if you didn't have food, and there was like this whole big thing. And Smog City was one of the first breweries I remember to stand up and say, listen, cut the BS. You're killing this industry. This was a thriving industry. So please figure out your stuff, because businesses are dying out here. And so they were very, very upfront about all that. And it was great to hear. And they survived it, but again, by the skin of their teeth. It's like as a lot of these places did.
So Jack, let me explain to you what this rule was in California for a little while. They said if you're serving alcohol or beer, you have to order food. Yeah. So there were places that didn't sell food, so they had to like somehow get something to sell as food. You know what I mean? Literally, if I went to a brewery in like about early 2021, I would have had to buy food just to get a beer. Right. That was like a guideline in California somewhere. It's weird. I never heard of such thing. That went on for a few months too. I think when I started like somewhere when things started reopening in the fall of 2020, it was crazy.
Yeah. So remember when you went to the brewery, Kevin, and it was like, like I said, you could probably spend, $15, but you wind up like spending 30 right off the bat.
Sure.
And it's like, that was terrible.
Yeah. I mean, a place like where I'm at right now, Left Coast, they actually worked around it very well, because they actually do have barbecue restaurant on the premises, so they didn't have any problem with that. But like example I give you is I went to Beechwood. Remember I was telling you about the storage container place? There's a place in Garden Grove where again it's these storage containers, and Beechwood is doing this, and they said, well, you can't buy beer here unless you get food somewhere else
right
in the facility. So I got just beers to go, and I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah, it was.
And I think that was actually I think it might have been 2020, because I think it was like the day I got my car. I celebrated by getting a 4-pack of 28 Haze later by Beechwood. Great beer, by the way.
Awesome.
So the law is that they can't serve beer unless they serve food as well.
That was temporary. I don't know why that started. I don't know if that was always a thing. Okay, go for it.
Because so it's logistically it's odd, because like a brewery isn't a restaurant, so it didn't fall under like the kind of restaurant rules, and then having people in their facility was different. There was a lot of like little logistics that they had to kind of work around, even to stay open, or you know, because a lot of the breweries started going to, you know, takeaways. Basically, you would order it online and then go get it. But actually being on premises was a totally different thing. And they didn't fall under restaurants, but if they had food, it fell under. It was a logistical nightmare. It was awful.
So why not just get like a gallon jug of pickled eggs, a whole bunch of Slim Jims, and it's like, hey, bro, you want a beer? You got to buy a pickled egg for $1. You know?
Yeah.
And that would have reinvigorated the pickled egg industry, because pickled eggs are so dang good when you're having a cold beer.
Yeah, and Angela brings up another, because it was also the essential businesses. That was also the thing too. Yeah, bars and breweries were not.
I would make a case, dude, that if we didn't have beer, we wouldn't have made it through the lockdown.
I dare say that we got here. Definitely, we were fueled on alcohol. That's for darn sure,
bro. Cold beer, sticky icky, and pizzas, bro. Like, hey, bro, we all gotta live. We made it.
And I do like this reference, because if I'm not mistaken, one of the members of this band died recently.
Bro, the reference in the reference of the Seals and Croft
makes me feel fine. Yeah, exactly. And I believe one of them just died recently. So
really,
I believe so.
I was blown away that we got a Seals and Croft reference.
Yes,
very nicely done.
Wow.
I'm impressed that Jack knew that. I didn't know you did. I'm impressed you knew that. I didn't expect you to know Seals and Croft.
Bro, I was having a conversation last night, and I said, I've realized that I'm an old man. Oh yeah? How? Well, my Spotify playlist that I only listen to now is Yacht Rock. Yeah, bro. Like, and I'm like out there barbecuing some steak and some chicken. Like, I should be listening to like my Wu-Tang or what? Nope. I'm like Seals and Croft, dude. Summer Breeze does make me feel fine, bro. Like, yeah, I'm an old man, dude. Cold beer, barbecue, and baseball, and Yacht Rock.
Hey, a summer breeze in Arizona must be really refreshing. Oh, I mean, compared to here, you know.
Yeah, no, summer breezes in Arizona feel like you're getting hit with a blowtorch. Okay, there's no such thing.
Dusty.
Right, dusty. Dude. Yeah, but you got cottonmouth from the heat, like you're inside of an oven, so that dust hits you. It's not mud in your mouth, dude. It's just like concrete. Like, you're done. Arizona's beautiful, dude.
Exactly. I'm gonna if there was a patent on shade, then I'd love to sell it to Arizona.
Sure,
shade.
Dude. Absolutely.
All right, so let's get to it. Let's get to this day in baseball history for June 14th. June 14th.
June 14th. My daughter's birthday. Happy birthday, Gracie.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Cheers. Cheers to you. But I'm sure she was born nothing close to these numbers. June 14th, 1870.
Right around there. Right around there.
That's more Kevin's wheelhouse. Yes.
It's true.
At Capitol, okay, this when I saw this, I thought it was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, did they have branded stadiums back then? And I had to look at it closely. At the Capitol Inn grounds in Brooklyn, the Cincinnati Red Stockings see their 130 game consecutive winning streak. That's 81 official games and 49 exhibitions ending when they lose to the Atlantics in extra innings 8-7. During the game, in an effort to not hit the ball to George Wright, the opponent's slick fielding shortstop, hometown third baseman, and captain Bob Ferguson bats left-handed, becoming the first known switch hitter in baseball history. Wow. So everybody's like, oh, the shift and all this other stuff. There's been adjustments to baseball since 1870, people. So get used to it. Get used to it.
Was that the inventor of the airplane you were talking about, playing shortstop? Was that right, brother?
Who knows? It might have been. I would. That would be amazing if it was. We have to do our research on that.
Just had to throw something out there.
I like
but that's
that.
an amazing. That's a great picture. I mean, the guy on the far right looks like he's like me after I finish these 2 beers. You know,
he actually, as if he doesn't even want to be there, and he's in one of the first baseball pictures.
I fell over.
So Steven, you're gonna like this one a lot, because I didn't realize how the name. I knew the name of this baseball team, but I didn't quite understand kind of its position in history. So let's check this one out. June 14th, 1952, after purchasing Hank Aaron from the Indianapolis Clowns for $10,000, the Braves signed the 18-year-old Negro League player and assigned him to the Eau Claire Bears, the team's Class C farm team. The future home run king, named Northern League's Rookie of the Year when he hits .336, 9 homers, and 87 games, will play second base for the Wisconsin minor league team. Now, I remember hearing about the Indianapolis Clowns, but I didn't realize that they were almost like a Harlem Globetrotters in a sense.
Really?
So they're like a traveling team, kind of like what they're trying to do with the Savannah Bananas, and they're like that.
You know, that's even a better analogy that they were they might have done skits, it seems, and it says 38th hilarious season. I don't know if this is from 1952, this poster, but I mean, it definitely represents kind of what they were about, and it would make sense, right?
And you gotta love at the bottom, Satchel Paige being explicitly mentioned, you know.
And a huge
so that might
draw, right?
Yeah, and I mean, he would have came up to the major leagues. I think this might have been an older poster because I think Satchel came up around this time period, even though he was already like 20 years in his career or something like that. You know?
Right.
So
what were we gonna ask, Jack?
Like when they're featuring Satchel Paige, dude, is he like a featured act? So he'll come out and like do some weird, goofy pitches or strike out the local mark. Like, hey, come up and take a swing. And
I think that at that time, Satchel Paige was one of those. He was, and in fact, I was watching a game yesterday. It was just like a random. Of course, I'm just flipping through games.
Sure.
And they're talking about how Satchel Paige, you know, would have definitely. Actually, they were talking about how baseball Hall of Famers, what the criterion is for a baseball Hall of Famers these days compared to like kind of Babe Ruth and all that. And during the days of Babe Ruth, he would face like pitchers over and over and over again. They were saying like it's going to be hard for a player nowadays to hit 500, 700 home runs because now they have specialized pitchers for like everything.
Yeah, dude, tell me about it. Playing fantasy baseball, I'm learning this crap.
Right. So they have matchups now, whereas like Babe Ruth would have seen this pitcher, you know, hundreds of times potentially during that time and like just own this guy, right? Because he was just in the league that long. So they said that Satchel Paige, that the fact that he was in the Negro Leagues and it couldn't get into the major leagues at the time, that it was he didn't really get to get his full potential. But the thing that they were talking about Satchel Paige was that he was a talker. Like he was one of those guys that was out there and he was like a show on the mound. And he would tell you like, hey, I'm gonna throw this pitch. You try to hit it. Like literally out loud. And
wow.
And it's like, so he had I think a big presence in the game at that time. He was definitely a draw because just of his name, his credentials, and he's also a character.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude,
so he's one of those draws.
So Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, E-Museum, they've got a really cool little article about the Indianapolis Clowns, man. Everybody should check that out. Like, wow.
Cowboy Jack. We may have to do a hazy history on the Indianapolis Clowns.
Oh, absolutely, bro. And like, there's merch available. Like,
yeah.
I want to get some like a few of these snapback Clowns hats, dude. This is cool as heck.
Yeah, it's actually that design is actually what became the Montreal Expos.
Wow.
Yeah, the kind of the panels on there. So like that was one of the things that like that's what that's kind of fashioned after. And so like I said, everything has an origin and it's super cool. If we I wanted to go, I was going to make a trip to Kansas City through like Omaha and Wichita, I believe. And so my goal was to go to Kansas City because I definitely want to go to the Negro League Hall of Fame that's there. Obviously, Kansas City barbecue. There's a whole bunch of other reasons to go there. But yeah, there's so much history that.
Bro, let's do that pilgrimage together, bro. Like I am so intrigued by this. Let's make that pilgrimage together, dude. KC.
Let's do it.
KC can't handle us, bro.
Let's do it. Also,
well, can I say if KC can't handle us, hopefully the Sunshine Band can. All right.
I like that. I like that. All right. So that very same day, June 14th, 1952, in a Braves 3-1 loss to the visiting Cubs, Warren Spahn goes the distance, whiffing 18 batters in 15 innings. The Boston Southpaw, who homers for his team's lone run, becomes the sixth pitcher to compile 18 or more strikeouts in a game, but the first pitcher who needed extra frames accomplishing the feat. That is awesome. Like he did everything in this game except make outs. That is awesome. So that very same day
that's an amazing photo too. It looks like you got to just give you like a good old Yakuza kick to the face.
Thank you. I picked this specifically because I'm like, what it would take to do this today. Like, you guys go, okay, I'm gonna get on a ladder and then you do your kick. And I'm gonna take a picture and then I'm gonna be like,
right. Like he's got like a selfie stick. Like heck yeah, bro. That's some innovative camera work for 1952, bro.
He also, I mean, if you know our obscure references, one is Jimmy Durante. Yeah, yes. Warren Spahn looks a lot like Jimmy Durante in this picture. So good night, Miss Calabash. There you go. Nice.
Yeah, dude, I know Jimmy Durante.
Yes, nicely done. Now here, Kevin's gonna love this one. June 14th, 1963, in a 10-3 win over the Reds at Crosley Field, Met outfielder Duke Snider hits his 400th career homer off Bob Perky, not Bob Turkey, Bob Perky.
Bob Perky?
Bob Perky.
I'm sorry, bro. Bob Perky.
Bob Perky.
It's like, oh no, how's Bob Perky?
With his sweet left-handed swing, the future Hall of Famer will finish his 18-year major league career with 407 home runs. Kevin Lyon, then right after that, yes, he became your godfather, or
no? I was just one of those guys that for some reason I liked his story because I met him a couple times at card shows and I actually became friendly with him to where like I think I showed it before at my house. I have a painting that he actually gave me from his house that I still have to this day. And yeah, he was really, really great guy these times I met him over the years. I would never tell him that I was an Angels fan. I never tell him that. The item I wish I had though, he actually played, his last team he played with was the Giants. And he's known for being a Brooklyn Dodger and LA Dodger. And I had a photo of him in a Giants uniform, and I had him sign it. And he put, I don't know if I saw it this way, but Kevin, I did it. I only did it for the money. Duke Snider. I'm like, that's good stuff right there.
That's awesome. And back then, the Angels were an expansion team.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, the Mets were. The Mets. Yeah, go ahead, Jack.
To minor league.
Yeah, Jack. Well, yeah, remember the Mets too were an expansion team at the same time as the Angels.
Right.
So
exactly.
Well, I'm glad the Mets made it to to the show before the Angels did. By the way, dude, was this guy's nickname the Silver Fox? Because
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
hello, dude. He's got
Oh,
that
yeah.
sweet butt chin and just that faraway look, and he's got like manly forearms.
Yeah,
I
he
just
was.
want him to grab me and like protect me and hold me during a thunderstorm, dude.
He was turning gray at like and already like losing hair and it's like 22 or something like that. You know what I mean?
Wow, dude. Well, hey, well done, dude. He's a hottie, bro.
He was the Steve Martin of the National League.
Sure.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's a local guy too. I don't remember. I don't know if I can say Compton, but he was originally from like that part of like the LA area.
Whoa, he's from the CPT.
I need to confirm that, but I think he grew up somewhere in one of those little towns in that area.
Yeah.
Bro.
So I know you love that. You know, can you imagine what Compton
The
was?
Silver Fox of Compton, bro. Give me a jersey.
Can you imagine if what Compton was like during the Depression in the 1930s? I could tell you it was rough.
Yes.
Oh, it was rough.
All right, here we go. This is a fun one.
They've all been fun ones, dude.
Thank you. June 14th, 1974.
I'm already excited.
Thanks to Denny Doyle's 1-out double plating. I don't know why they put it this way. Double plating of let's see. Let me back up. Thanks to Denny Doyle's 1-out double. There we go. Plating Mickey Rivers in the 15th inning. The Angels beat the Red Sox and Louis Tiant, who goes the distance, facing 56 batters in a 4-3 walk-off loss to the California Angels. And if you think that was enough, California starter Nolan Ryan throwing an unbelievable 235 pitches. Cecil Cooper 6 consecutive times at Anaheim Stadium en route to striking out 19, a feat that 27-year-old right-hander will accomplish 3 times this season. Crazy.
Oh my God, this is an insane story.
And mind you, we've had 3 pitchers today that we talked about that pitched 15 innings in one game. You know what I mean? You can't like nowadays a starter. You're lucky if they can get 15 innings in 2 games, 2 starts. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, and I forgot to put it down here. In that game, there was another pitcher involved, and he actually relieved Nolan Ryan.
Oh, okay. So Ryan didn't go the distance. Okay.
He didn't go the distance, but man, he faced more batters than Louis Tiant. I think Ryan faced like 58, and he faced 56. This other guy faced like 3 or something like that. So
well, and honestly, Luis Tiant is a guy who really underappreciated. I mean, this guy was a hell of a pitcher for a decade plus. You know,
bro. Not only that, but check out that Fu Manchu, Daddy.
Yeah. Now, and Jack, he has his wind. We were talking about Luis. I'm sorry, we were talking about Warren Spahn's windup. He had a really weird windup too. Do you remember his windup, Mongo?
Yep.
Where he would like turn and pivot. His back would face you. He'd wind up. He wouldn't even really kick his legs up. He'd put a knee up and he would just turn. You know, like he's pivoting in basketball, but literally to where his back is to you before he throws it. And it's just like, it's a heck of a pitcher, though. Really, really good.
There's a current pitcher named Johnny Cueto who pitches a lot like him. He'll sometimes fast pitch you. He'll sometimes do like stutter and kind of they call it like a shimmy where he would just go back and forth like on a swivel. Louis Tiant kind of started that, and he was Cuban. And I remember I think it was during the World Series, maybe like, was it the World Series? I think, or at least when they were like against New York and stuff like that. Like he brought his dad in from Cuba to see him pitch. His dad had never seen him pitch in the major leagues. He wound up seeing him pitch, and he pitched really well. And he pitched. He pitched like some crazy amount of pitches, and then he got like they kept him in for like one of the games 6 or 7 or something like that, and he wound up getting bombed.
I think you're thinking of 75 because 75 is the famous World Series with the Red Sox against the Reds. Yeah,
that's what it was. I remember it being against the Reds. Right.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much pitched him until he couldn't go anymore because he was their ace. He was like the guy who helped them, you know, pitching wise, get to that point in the World Series where I think they went to Game 7.
So this guy was the Cowboy Jack of that team.
Yes. Yeah, he was definitely no. This guy was a gamer. This guy he's one of those guys. There was another guy named Joaquin Andujar, but he was Dominican, and but it reminded me a lot of like kind of that bulldog attitude. And as Mr. Excitement Ed Brown says, Hideo Nomo used to use that same windup, although his was more exaggerated, but he still did that turn where you actually see his like literally his number and his name on his back.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, and you don't know what arm angle he's going to come from, so it's super deceiving. So
wow. All right, man. I got to hashtag do the research on Good Brother here.
Yeah, he was a good one. He was definitely
Kevin. I'll give you $1,000 cash if you stand up right now and tell everybody to shut up. Stand up and yell it out.
Stand up.
Hey, it's not radio, bro.
And you know what's funny? It's like I was going to ask you how loud it is because literally I'm in a room with nobody right now.
Wow.
I moved a little bit further away, but there's music and people in the next room over, and I was like,
yeah,
it sounds loud to me, and I'm like, I can only imagine how loud it is for you guys.
Sure.
So
that's all good. That's all good.
I'm playing, babe. I'm playing.
You got it.
I don't want to get kicked out.
If you want the crowd to go silent, bro, take that shirt off and show them the best chest in the West.
All right, so just do the Ric Flair. Shut up.
Yes. but also mute yourself when you're doing it. Like,
yeah, there you go.
All right, here we go. June 14th, 1995, Mike Benjamin goes 6 for 7, 5 singles, a double, driving in the winning run in 13 innings of a Giants 4-3 victory over Chicago at Wrigley Field. The Giants' third baseman sets a major league record by getting 14 hits in 3 games. Cowboy Jack Durango.
Arizona State University.
Right you are, sir.
Wow. Now check this out. Can you swap back to the other picture? Because right now, brother just looks like a 17-year-old, and right here he looks like a founding member of NSYNC. So Arizona State University, he's a malnourished teenager. June 14th, 1995, brother inspired the look of boy bands. Look at that guy. Gosh dang.
Yeah, and
man, we have had a lot of handsome men on tonight.
Man, I never even heard of this Private Benjamin guy. I know who's this guy.
I like that, and that's actually accurate because Private Benjamin was right about that time, right?
Well, the remake,
when he was in college.
I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't have a long career, but he actually, Kevin, he's a 1983 graduate of Bellflower High School in California.
Okay.
He went to Cerritos College, drafted by the Twins in '85, but actually stayed with Arizona State and then went as a third-round draft pick to the Giants in '87. He was actually with Phoenix, the AAA. He was playing for the Phoenix Giants, but it was the Phoenix Firebirds, and it was actually after I left when I was a Bat Boy. So right, that's how I remember his name. I'm just like, oh yeah, didn't Mike Benjamin, didn't he play for Arizona State? Of course he did. It's become a running joke at this point, all these baseball players that go to Arizona State.
Sure. Dude, I'm surprised that brother got picked up because he looks like he was on a diet of styrofoam and water. Like, Lord have mercy, bro. Like, yeah. I'm glad he put on some size in the majors once he started being able to afford something. Like,
by the way,
damn. He looks like Christian Bale from The Machinist. That's a deep reference, but if you've seen it, dude, it makes sense.
By the way, that that was also my diet when I lived in Arizona. At this time, I said that I lived on popcorn from Circle K and tap water, which is a true fact, no exaggeration. And so I can totally imagine that. And anyway, I eventually I got a job and I moved up to Thirst Busters and Ding Dong. So
Right. The Thirst Buster. If you're in Arizona, you know what a Thirst Buster is. Dude.
yeah, exactly.
Like baseball gets to the point in Arizona with attendance that you get a free ticket to a D-backs game if you buy a 99-cent Thirst Buster. Like, I'm not lying. I'm not joking. If you buy a Diamondbacks dog and a 32-ounce Thirst Buster, you get a free ticket to the ball game.
Oh, yeah, and I think
Then we got to do it.
it's the same here with when you fill up the tank with gas, you get a a couple Dodger tickets.
Well, I mean, come on.
I would much rather buy front row Dodger tickets than fill up a tank of gas in California, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, come on, tank of gas nowadays is as much as 2 beers at a Dodger game.
Oh yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah, it's definitely you should definitely get upgraded to like the Loge or some sort of the Stadium Club or something like that.
Yeah, you should be in the owner's box, dude. Nowadays, like Jiminy Christmas, you guys are paying what, $87 a half gallon over there? Pretty close, right?
Yeah, I just stay home. That's the way that that's the way I get around.
I'm glad I have a small car because it's like, I drive a lot. So I'm like, okay, let's see. It's, I got a 10-gallon tank. So luckily, at the most, I'll spend like $65 if I take it out of tea. But that's still a lot even for me.
All right,
shut up.
Yes.
Whoa, I dig it. I have to pay him $1,000 now.
No, I didn't yell it that loud. I just said it. Like, shut up. No one can hear me. No one can hear me. I'm just trying to get $1,000 hairs. Wait, did you say dollars or doll hairs?
Oh, boom.
All right, here we go. Last story here. This was actually this reference was actually brought up by our friend at Japan Ball. So I finally get to use it in This Day in Baseball. June 14th, 1996, after breaking Lou Gehrig's record, Cal Ripken continues to set new standards for consecutive games when he surpasses the world record of 2,216 straight contests established by Sachio Kinugasa, there we go, on hand at Kauffman Stadium to see his global accomplishment eclipsed. The former Hiroshima Carp third baseman set the previous mark in 1987 while playing in the Japanese Central League. So are you familiar with this player, Kevin?
No, I'm not. And I mean, and I'm trying to think like 2,200, and you got to remember they play a little bit less games in the Japanese season than in the U.S. So like, oh my gosh. That's 2,200 games. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I remember when we had Shane Barclay on. He sent in a video. It was at the time that we went a year, and he made the reference that we were the Sachio Kinugasa of baseball. Is like the Iron Man, as it were. I thought it was, I'm like, I'd never heard that name before, but now I get to put it to something. And he wasn't like a big player. He was just like, I guess, consistent and out there and just kept on playing. So, now we can put a name to a face.
Yeah. Do we know if he's in the Japanese Hall of Fame? Do you happen to know offhand?
I would assume he would be, but yeah, you never know. We'll have to look that up.
Okay. All right.
Oh no, somebody's singing At Last, dude. Right? Did I misread that? My love has come to pass. Kevin, tell me something. They're singing that. Is that karaoke? Give me the thumbs up.
That's just the music playing over the sound system. No one's. It's the actual song.
Nice.
Which is funny because I have these on, so I hear you and I don't really hear what's going on here.
Dude. Yeah.
Thank goodness for that. Mute.
All right, so
Greg Hall has the reference, dude.
Wow. This is like closed captioning.
Sure.
Perfect. All right, so let's get to it. We only have 3 people this week, but we're going to do some baseball card sharks. Here are the baseball card sharks standings. Angela with a big birthday win bringing him up to the Mendoza line. I'm sure he's very proud of that. But Kevin leads, very commanding lead, by the way. Maybe I can get in there. Unfortunately, the Cowboy Jack, even though with 5 wins, drops down to you're sniffing the basement, as it were.
Okay, here's the thing. All right, we all know that I'm not a smart man. I can only focus my attention on one thing at a time.
Okay.
And what I've been focusing my attention on is the Beer Baseball Blog Fantasy Baseball League, which I am thoroughly dominating. Okay. So Card Sharks, you're going to have to take a back seat, babe. I love you. But right now, fantasy needs daddy. That's all I'm saying.
Michael?
Yeah.
I'm going to go back on mute, but could you hit a button for me for him?
You can't. No, you can't because I'm winning.
As you make excuses.
Here are the Baseball Card Sharks rules. We're going to draw 11 cards. 3 go on your bench, 8 go on the board. We start at the bottom. We're going to pick a category, and then we're going to work our way up. It's high, low, or whatever we decide. Because Kevin is because Kevin has the old school cans, which I love that Ed made reference to before. I'm going to let you pick the category. We actually have. Let's see if we can get through 2 plays of this. I have position players, and I also have pitchers. So decide which we want to do. And I also have some good tiebreaker cards as well. What do you want to do, Kevin?
What's our cards this week?
So I just have I have Heritage 2022 Heritage.
Okay.
And I have opening day.
Okay. I was curious if it was old or new. All right. So let's go to Heritage. Okay, so let's do pitchers. Let's do strikeouts.
Okay, so that's for opening day. So I got opening day. So let me switch the cameras here if you don't mind. Don't mind. All right, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Add to stream. Booyah. So what I'm sorry, what was it again, Kevin? I
said strikeouts.
Okay, strikeouts. So let's do it. Cowboy Jack, or actually Cowboy's off. So I'm gonna let you do this, Kevin.
Yeah, go for it. Just put the cards down. I'll mute myself while you do that.
Got it. So Marco Gonzalez is gonna start you out. Former Cardinal, actually has done well with the Mariners. Still a Cardinal. Adam Wainwright, Uncle Charlie himself. I think him and Yadier Molina just. I think they passed like Warren Spahn and someone else for like most him and it's like the pitcher catcher they had the most, I believe. So
why do you call him Uncle Charlie?
Yeah,
okay,
that's all. That's it.
So Uncle Charlie is another name for a curveball. So throw him the Uncle Charlie, and so his curveball is legendary. Actually, sat down Carlos Beltran in the 2006 championship series and took the Cardinals to the World Series that year. So that's what Uncle Charlie is. That's his nickname.
Oh, okay.
Well.
Got it. You know what? I read an article, and probably based on my CTE and mass consumption of John Denver and cold beer, it said that was it the curveball or the knuckleball that's not really used anymore in baseball?
Knuckleball is being almost phased out.
Got it. Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay. So, hey, the head trauma is not that bad.
Your third card is Marcus Stroman.
Oh, Marcus Stroman. He's injured. He's on the IL this week.
He is.
He's a monster among men, right?
That's right.
Well,
Corey Kluber, former Indian. Casey Mize, former first-round pick. Yu Darvish, who had a very dominant start last night.
And a sad thing for Casey Mize is I guess he's going to have a Tommy John surgery.
Wow, that sucks.
Got announced, yeah.
The Jesus Lizard, who I think is also on the IL, was Jesus Luzardo. Get your beers ready for Josh Haterade
Let's drink that haterade, boys.
There you
Bubble
go.
Pug in the
Bubble Pug.
hizzy Fushizi.
Double down, make it a double, just like Kevin at last call. Yeah, yes, Corbin Burns. Corbin Burns. Carlos Rondon also on your bench, and
I think I have Rondon.
Julio Urias.
Yeah, bro, I got Carlos Rodon. Is it Rondon or Rodon?
Rodon.
Rodon. I've got Carlos Rodon on my fantasy league.
I have Uncle Charlie, so I think I'll know this first couple.
Nice. All right, here we go, Kevin. So we're going for, you said strikeouts, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So Marco Gonzalez, 528 strikeouts.
Wow.
For Marco Gonzalez, 528.
That's about 7 more than I thought he had. So, okay. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I didn't think he had that many, but Adam Wainwright's definitely higher than that.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. 2004. 2004. Still
that was a pretty good year, 2004.
Yeah.
I quit wrestling, so that's a positive, you know.
Actually, and ironically, Adam Wainwright started in 2005. There you go.
Wow, you quit wrestling in 2004?
2003, technically. I think I had a match or two here and there after that, but it was like pretty sporadic.
Like Thanksgiving 2003 when we met.
Well, I didn't remember meeting you till I'm like, what? You know, your match got deleted. Your match got deleted off the DVDs or the VHS tape.
Right. I'm forgettable, and you had massive head trauma that day, so I don't blame you for forgetting.
Yeah.
Holy cow, bro. We've known each other almost a decade. All right.
I've really only known you for like 5 to 6 years. All right. Okay. I'll go lower with Marcus Stroman.
Yeah, I would agree with that. 2004 is a number.
You might have 1,000. You might have 1,000 though.
Actually has 853.
853. All right.
853. So this is good. This will be interesting. 853. Corey Kluber, former Cy Young Award winner, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he won the Cy with the Indians, and I believe he was at the Rangers. He's had a lot of injuries. 853. Oh my gosh, this one is tough. I might miss this, but I think I'm gonna go slightly higher.
Okay, 853. Wow, 1544.
Oh, geez. Wow. Okay, yeah. Way more than I thought. Because I thought he was around for. I knew he was around for a while, but I was like, gosh, he has so many injuries. But all right, I'll gladly take that.
Yep. Casey Mize, higher or lower?
Well, I mean, he doesn't even have 150, so there you go.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
I would agree.
Doesn't even have 15.
Hey, Kevin, like clockwork, 144.
Wow.
I didn't know you had that many. Wow.
144. You Darvish, higher or lower?
I mean,
this is hard. This is tough.
This is hard. He might have 1,500.
Yeah. So, did you say 1,500?
Yeah.
1591.
Wow.
Like a machine.
Sorry, I'm in full Rain Man mode, I guess.
You are.
For real, bro. How many toothpicks?
497.
Jesus Luzardo, higher or lower?
Oh, sorry, lower.
Lower. You would be right with 173.
Jeez. This game is rigged, Jack.
Sure. No, dude, like I can respect talent, dude, and you're putting on a show tonight.
Josh Hader, higher or lower?
Oh, this actually could be tough.
I agree.
This one's really tough. Let me think about this. 173 was the number?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh. Actually, I really am not. I really don't know on this one.
Go to the bench, dude. Take the coward's way out.
I'm thinking about it, but it's just that because Josh Hader is a reliever, he would. I'll say lower.
Lower.
Wow.
Yeah, because he's a reliever, so you might only have 125, 150.
482.
All right, never mind. I should have went the coward's way out.
But you did make it. You did make it all the way to the top. Cowboy Jack Durango.
Nope. No problem, Drill Sergeant. Give it to me.
All right. So
Baby, give it to me.
I'm about to put on what we call a clinic.
wow. Okay. He called
Wait,
the
did you
shot.
say hold on, did you say we're taking you to a clinic after this?
Dude, I'm Tom Berenger calling my shot, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Bubble Puck says Hader has 500 strikeouts.
Yeah, I just was thinking like you only got a handful. That was way off on that one.
Yeah.
Thank you,
As
Bubble
someone who's
Puck.
had him, yeah. As someone who's had him on his fantasy team quite a lot, like he just racks up strikeouts. He's amazing. So our first one is another guy who went back on the IL is Steven Strasburg. Yep.
It's a big disappointment.
Jose Barrios.
Sure.
Blake Snell, who just pitched recently as well. Former yeah, I think he had a Cy Young as well.
Bro,
Yeah, he won up the race, I think, in 2020. I
Yep.
think.
If I'm not
they
mistaken,
they should call him Blake Snail because his face looks like a snail. But he does, right?
a bit.
And then here we go with Brandon Woodruff. He is on the IL with Raynaud's disease, dude. Like, get well soon, Brandon Woodruff. I swear to you. His index finger, like it's Raynaud's disease.
I've never heard of this.
Three of his fingers, like they're not getting circulation, so they're numb and ice cold.
That is the worst thing to have as a pitcher.
Sure. Right. Yeah, he went on the IL with an injured ankle, I believe, and then during his time off, he was like, "Man, my fingers are ice cold." And then they discovered that he had this.
Yeah,
So,
circulation. Yeah.
Somebody on his team had it before, and it like lasted 2 weeks, so it might just be like a circulation issue.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. So John means business. John means.
John means no harm, dude.
Kyle Hendricks, a very popular gin, by the way. Hendricks gin.
Yes.
Oh, I love Hendricks. Definitely my favorite gin.
Mr. Kate Upton, Justin Verlander, who I drafted this year in fantasy baseball. I'm so glad I did. He's been awesome.
He's been killing it, right?
Yeah, he's been doing great. Zach Wheeler. So there you go. All right, here we go. So strikeouts is Steven Strasburg has played since 2010, which is news. I think he's
and he's missed at least half of that time since then, right?
Yeah.
He's got a lot of injuries, unfortunately. But when he's healthy, he's awesome.
Sure.
And 1718 is the number to beat. 1718. 1,700.
Oh, that's the year I was born.
So Jose Barrios, higher or lower than 1718?
And give me the year again. Is this 2022?
This is 20. Yes.
22. Okay. All right. Well, Kevin, don't laugh, dude. The reason I asked, I've never heard of this guy before, but I'm trying to do the math based on his baby face. So I'm going to go lower.
Okay. I think you're pretty safe there. 857. 857.
A lot closer than I was hoping for, but I'll take it.
Blake Snell, higher or lower than 857?
Dude, Turbo the Snail is higher.
Higher.
I think you're right, but it's going to be pretty close.
Actually, it's lower with 818.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
How Jose Barrios has more than the former Cy Young Award winner, and it's only because
Hey. Oh, no, I was thinking Jose. Jose had an incredible season, though, last year, didn't he? Did he win this? Why am I thinking he won this? Okay, why am I thinking he won the Cy Young last year? I thought it was 1 year he did really well, but I don't know.
You're exactly right with that, Kevin. He actually had a great 2021.
That's what I'm saying. I think he might have won this. I don't know if he won the Cy, but I knew he did incredible last year.
He actually had a great 2018 with 202 strikeouts. So there you go.
Jack, that was more of an urgent care. That was a clinic.
Yeah.
That was a clinic.
Sure. Sure. Hey, listen, I didn't tell you what kind of clinic I was going to put on, pal. All right.
I know that's why I question your clinic, sir.
Yeah. No, that's like the clinic I had to go to after I traveled overseas. Okay.
Hey, Ian's finally here. Hello. Just got home.
Hello.
Love it. Yeah, it definitely rigged. Definitely rigged.
It's rigged.
No, dude, this is a straight up game, dude.
You know what? I mean, I would have missed that one too.
Sure.
I mean, I'm the one who. I mean, I missed Haterade. That one I blew it badly, but that one I would have missed too.
If I can get Haterade, dude, you should have got Haterade.
Yeah.
That's
Robbie Ray, Corbin Burns won the Cy Young last year.
That's Robbie Ray. Thank you.
All right, so Max Scherzer here, a Dodger, now met Tyler Glasnow pitching in front of all those faithful Rays fans.
Wow, look at that, dude. Matthew McConaughey in front of an empty stadium. That's art, bro. That's art. Matty McConaughey in front of an empty stadium.
Actually, I'm going to get rid of these cards because they say future stars. So, and then a guy who just came back today, right? Or yesterday, wow. Lance Lynn.
Yeah, Lance Jerry Lynn, dude. He just came back.
And Mr. JL.
Yeah.
How about I say Lance Storm Jerry Lynn?
It wouldn't be as funny.
Thank you.
Kevin, I love you, bro. I miss you
so love you too, Jack.
All right. So 3020 for Max Scherzer.
That's our highest sold today. Easily our highest sold.
Definitely going lower on Tyler Glasnow. Started with the Pirates. 506, way more than I expected. I only know this. I'm going to go higher with Lance Lynn only because I know that he's a former Cardinal. And he was super consistent, awesome starting pitcher. So
I think you're safe. I think you're safe.
1591.
Yeah. Lance Jerry Lynn, baby.
Mr. LL, Mr. JL. I will definitely say lower on Brandon Woodruff only because
that's a good call. That's a good call. Brandon's young in his career here, so
524.
Yeah,
524.
I was gonna say about a third.
He could not. You know what, Mongo? You could not do this about Jack's help. I'm telling you that right now.
I know. Thank you. I appreciate the assist. John means business, so 524 is a number. I will definitely say lower, even though he seems very happy about what he just did.
This is gonna be pretty close, though. I think. I'm not sure. I don't know.
I'll say lower. Yeah, and I'm right with 301.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Very good.
All right.
He pitches for the Orioles, so that's a dead giveaway.
Yeah, I just think he got thrown off. He pitched that no hitter.
That's right. That's right.
I need to see the front of the card again.
Okay.
And I'm sorry for this. Have you seen the movie Top Gun, the original?
Sure.
Okay. So do you remember when they were playing volleyball and Val Kilmer's teammate? That is Val Kilmer's teammate from Top Gun. Bro.
Except he has a shirt on. I mean, come on.
Well, sure, he's about to take it off, but look at that face, bro. Yeah. Like, I bet if you stacked them up side by side, you couldn't tell the difference.
I agree. So the number.
Watch it, Jack. You go to the danger zone. Just watch it. You know.
301.
The number to beat is 301. I will definitely say higher with Kyle Hendricks, only because I know he's a starting pitcher. Definitely more years. 1013 for Kyle Hendricks. Justin Verlander, another veteran of the Matt Wars. And I will definitely say higher than 1013. Yeah, I can barely even read this. 3013. What was Max Scherzer?
3020.
3020. So
wow.
Basically,
well, now he's passed it for sure this year since Verlander's been playing and Scherzer hasn't.
And actually, Scherzer, right? He missed last year. 2020 and 21. Yeah, he pitched very minimally in 2020. 2021, he didn't pitch at all. But so he could have.
Yeah, because he had the Tommy John brother. Right. Jeez, I really blew that. This haterade really killed me. Oh well. Yeah. Wow.
What makes Verlander a combatant on the Matt Wars?
Oh, I was just I don't know. I was just goofing.
Is it just the
Grizzled
name?
veteran.
That's like a solid old school brother name. Like
He's a grizzled veteran,
No,
brother.
he's just a grizzly. He's like Harley Race of baseball.
got it. Okay.
So
understood.
you're telling me he looked 50 when he was 25?
Yeah, he's gonna have a perm soon. Don't worry. He'll get there. So Justin Verlander, he said 30-13. Definitely
Come on.
Zach
It's a
Wheeler.
formality.
Yeah, formality. Definitely lower. 1,026, which is actually higher than I expected. So there you go.
Well done, Disco Machine.
Ran the board.
Well done.
Great job.
Ran the board.
All right.
Kevin,
we
is
go.
that a Portland Mavericks hat?
Yes, sir.
All right. My favorite baseball team ever, dude.
You know what? You know your second favorite team might be, or maybe your favorite. Eventually, have to do more research. Is the Savannah Bananas?
Oh yeah, man. I've seen it. I've seen a few YouTube videos. Daddy's in. Brothers know how to work a crowd.
Yeah.
For those out there, there's a former pitcher named Bill Spaceman Lee, who's like in his 70s, and a couple times he's come to relief and they do amazing entrances with him. Like I think there's one where he's in the crowd, he gets called in, he stands up in the audience, chugs a beer, and then goes to the mound and gets like one or two guys out. It's pretty amazing. Definitely hard Bull Trotters, yes, but fantastic.
He's awesome. Yes. I ran the jewels. Yes.
Dude, solid reference. Solid reference, bro.
All right. So here we go. So let's do it. Let's do some baseball trivia to end us out. We're going to test your knowledge of baseball. We want you in the chat. We want to know what your answers are to these questions, and we'll give you some multiple choice here. But let's go with this one. Question number 1. This catcher caught Phil Niekro's 200th career win.
Oof.
Okay, so
Meanwhile, Nico played on like 20 teams, so it could be any catcher. You know,
that's very true. But if you notice who the catchers of this, it might whittle it down just a bit.
Yeah, Kevin, this is really easy, man. Don't. You're not that guy, pal. You know this.
Here we go. This is Biff Pocaroba, Dale Murphy, Bruce Benedict, Johnny Oates, Vic Correll, or Earl the Pearl Williams. So let's see if Jack knows. All of these catchers played for one team, and specifically that would have been Phil Niekro's, one of Phil Niekro's teams.
Oh yeah, no, that one. Well, you know what? It was a National League team.
You are correct.
Oof. So it was a really good National League team. That's all I got to say. Yeah,
I'm hitting the buzzer right now, Mike.
I was right though, right?
Not about the good team.
Not at that time. Not at that time.
Oh, dude, I literally have no idea. So I'm gonna shoot from the outside, dude. If I hit a half-court shot, we got this. We're gonna go with the Expos. I hate that sound. Was it in Texas?
Oh man!
No. Okay.
Ed already took my joke. Ed took my answer and my joke. All right, it's all right. I got another one. It's fine.
Johnny Hall and Oates. I like
there
that.
You go.
Wow.
Very good.
Johnny Golden Oates.
Wow.
Bubble plug going with Johnny as well.
Wow, Jack, what do you got, Jack?
I was going to go with Vic Grimes Correll, but then I put the timeline together, and I got to go with Biff Tannen Pocaraba.
Thank you. I was like, you have to pick Biff. Biff's the guy you have to pick. It is pretty amazing thinking that Dale Murphy is actually a catcher at some point. But, I mean, the guess I got to go with, because I have to agree with my son. gosh, Ed Brown out there, and go with Bruce Benedict Arnold. You know what I mean? We'll just go with him because he was like the best catcher I know of in that bunch. So let's go with that.
So a friend of the show, Jonathan, Top Gun Tallwar, comes in with number 2. It is Dale Murphy.
Wow.
Darn. Should have got that. Should have known.
I thought that was so obvious. Like I'm just like,
I thought that was a red herring.
wow.
But it wasn't.
Jonathan Top Gun Talwar, which is the inspiration for the Tom Cruise movie in 1986, Top Gun. Our good friend of the show, Jonathan Talwar, really inspired that movie, and also the new hit movie Top Gun Maverick, which if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend seeing it in theaters. God bless you, Top Gun. I'm so happy you're here, brother.
And he didn't even hear the question. Wow. It's kind of like Michael Jordan when he like made that free throw with his eyes closed.
Sure, dude.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes, Dale Torborg Murphy. Yes.
Wow, Dale Torborg Murphy. Well
Demon, the Kiss Demon. Yes, yes.
Who is also involved in baseball for the Black Sox, I believe.
The Black Sox were the 1919 team that was exiled.
Okay, they wear a black jersey. What do you want me to do? And I think it says Sox. Chicago.
His father was in baseball. Dale,
but Torborg's a coach.
Yes.
For what team though?
The
Kiss Demon was a coach. Is a coach.
You're thinking of his dad.
No,
Jeff
I'm
Torborg
not.
Is
no,
okay.
I'm
maybe
not.
he is currently. I don't know.
I will bet you pink slips.
I think we did talk about this. He actually is involved in baseball.
Okay,
He's like
I knew he was, but I didn't know if he was now.
Coach.
Yes. Yeah, there you go. Angela says he's the strength and conditioning coach for the White Sox. You're
White Sox. They have a black jersey with the socks on it. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hell yeah, bro. That's how we do.
Strength and conditioning.
Yeah,
that's offense, dude. I got it.
No, but I'm just saying he's doing strength and conditioning, whatever that means.
No, he definitely knows how to shoot you up with steroids, like for sure. He's a former professional wrestler, dude. Like we shoot steroids into our Cheerios, brother. We're good.
All right, here we go. Question number 2. Who is the player that has a career 111.1 WAR, 1,115 runs batted in, and it's all because of our episode 111 here, and broke up 81 no-hitters? It's a bit of a little convoluted question here. Now, Jack, do you know what WAR is?
Nope.
Okay.
Wins and runs.
You're close. It's wins against replacement. So basically, if they were to replace this player, what would their winning chance be? And this guy was so good, he's gonna win you 100, just over 111 games in a season.
So yeah, it's like if Michael replaces you in Card Sharks.
Oh, got it.
So your percentage is gonna go higher. So 111 is like insane, and I believe this is I'll say that for afterwards. But it's one of the highest percentage of all Hall of Famers. So remember, 111.1 WAR, 1,115 runs batted in, and broke up 81 no hitters. Here is your who you're gonna guess against: Lou Gehrig, Ted Williams, Mel Ott, Mickey Mantle, Ricky Henderson, or Babe Ruth.
I got you.
Well, what do you got? Say it.
I got you. I'm not saying it.
Come on, Daddy. Let's go.
This
is the most important stat going today because basically it's how
when I saw the list, I knew it's
better than this guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you want me to ruin it? You want me to ruin it and tell you who it is? Oh yeah, there's no. Nicholas right now has a no-hitter going through like 7 against the Pirates.
This guy is like He's like a Hall of Famer one day, and the next 3 games, he's like,
Yeah.
but it's against the Pirates, so it doesn't count.
I mean, Jack, you want me to ruin and tell you who it is? Or you want to take a guess at least?
No, please. I know who it is. So you go ahead.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Sure,
So
you go ahead and give the wrong answer.
No. Excuse me, sir. What do you think? Should I make Jack guess first? Because it's obvious to me with this.
Yeah, I figured it would be obvious to you. So go ahead, Cowboy. Who do you got?
I'm gonna go with Teddy Ballgame, Ted Williams.
Ted Williams.
I swear to God, Kevin, get your hand off your face. Don't you do that to me.
So Nicholas is through 8 in his no.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
If you looked, it said 1,100 RBIs or so. I believe Ted, all these gentlemen except for one have way more than 12 or 1,300. It is the one, the only Ricky Henderson.
That's right. And by virtue, the reason why he had 81, he broke up 81 no-hitters is because technically he led off the game with a home run, therefore breaking up a no-hitter. Does that make sense, Cowboy Jack?
No, bro, but hey, all I know is
that's fantastic. That is fantastic.
Beer hates astronauts, but it also hates baseball stats. I have no idea.
So think of it this way: a game starts with no runs, no hits, no errors.
Sure.
So technically, it's a no-hitter starting the game.
Right.
So a joke that I used to have that I always thought was amusing. It's definitely a dad joke. Whenever like the leadoff hitter would get on, I go, broke up the no-hitter, broke up the perfect game. And it's just in the first inning. Of course it's going to break up
sure. No, that's a really good joke.
It is.
Hey, shout out to Bubble Pug, dude. She got it right. That's our MVP. Well done, kid.
Yep. Yes, Braves just won their 13th in a row. Incredible.
Ricky Henderson, man. All
Yeah,
right. Isn't he a friend of the show?
But he should be, but I'm not sure if you can even contact him in any form. I don't even know. I see him every once in a while. He'll pop up. One of the greatest things that not greatest thing, but Ricky Henderson used to have a ritual, and you wouldn't even believe what it is. He had a scoop of vanilla ice cream every night.
Really?
And that was what he said. He goes, I'm going to treat myself. And it was like, he had a scoop of vanilla ice cream every night. Huh. That I'm just like, oh boy. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Way to live on the wild side, bro. I'll tell you what, Ricky Henderson, in your amateur level, sure, dude, have a spoonful of vanilla ice cream. But when you get to a pro level, come on, champ.
Jackie's a Hall of Famer. Come on.
Listen, I'm the reason Hall of Fames exist, champ. Okay. No, he is, dude. God bless Ricky Henderson. Yeah, that was great. Kevin, you didn't get it right.
I'm not that drunk. I can remember this one.
Ice cream 30. Would he call it that?
I'm not sure, but I like it.
Wouldn't that be cool, dude? Everybody's like, "Hey, bro, let's go have a beer," and he's like, no.
Instead of like 5:30, it's ice cream 30.
Right? Yep. He's like, "No, you guys go ahead, dude. I'm gonna hang back," and he just eats a scoop of Briars and goes to bed. Dude. God bless you, Ricky Henderson.
Yeah, super disciplined. Well, that is the show that we have for you this week. If you'd like to become a supporter of what we do here at the Beer Baseball Blog, check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/Beer Baseball. If you'd like to support us more, we also have stickers, buttons, and beer coasters on our Etsy page. Go to beerbaseball.store. Here's where we are on the interwebs: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Jackie Martling's favorite, TikTok. Guys, any last words before we sign off for this week?
Kevin, go ahead, baby.
All right. If you need some humor in your life, pick up your phone, call the Jackie Joke Band hotline at 516-9221. Or if you need some humor after you're done with this, go to museumofhomevideo.com if you like Rodney Dangerfield, they're doing a tribute to him tonight with a whole bunch of his stand-up clips and a bunch of his clips on Carson. I'm going to watch that for sure.
Awesome. Me
And
too.
tomorrow on Instagram Live on our Beer Baseball Instagram at 7 p.m. Pacific, I'll be doing pint and packs, and I will be having a pint from that normal beer. Normal beer, I think is the name of it, from San Diego. And I think it's 85 OPT. It'll be 85 tops, I think I have. If not, oh well, I'll take a picture and figure it out when I get home. Thanks, guys.
Very good. Yeah, Ed Brown wants you to where is it at? I lost it. He wants to do the brewery tour. Yes, there you go.
I mean, there's only a tour of this place right now. You really want to do that? I have to go on mute because it's really loud.
Yeah.
So no.
No,
There's the room I'm in. There's the room I'm in right now. Can you guys see?
Yeah.
Go up and order another beer. Just take us with you.
No. I'm done. I gotta get back home and watch Museum One video.
There you go.
I want to watch some Rodney. And hey, be sure to plug Angela's stuff so I can go back on mute.
I got it. I'm on it. Jack, go ahead.
So tomorrow night, tune into our Instagram and watch Pint and Packs with Kevin Lyon. Saturday, please tune into Beer and Break. It'll be released on our YouTube channel. It's really great content. Angelo breaks packs. He has a cold beer. He talks. Dude, please tune in on Saturday. This weekend, we're going to be opening a 2022 Bowman Mega Box. So please tune into that. Sunday, watch our Instagram for Hazy History. Hopefully I don't fade out this time and I'm there. Thursdays, tune into Carvers and Creators on the YouTube and watch Michael Mondragon bring us to a whole new world of art. And you know what, man? Life is hard. Everybody, we are going to get through this. If you're having a hard time, reach out to somebody that you love. I love you. You people make my life so much better, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Beer Baseball Blog. Cheers.
Thanks, Jack and Kevin. Always a special episode. Angelo, hopefully we'll be back very soon. We definitely check him out this weekend for looking forward to that mega box. One more out till the no-hitter, hopefully. Oh, and then he says he'll be attending the Mungo's game, the Defenders of the Diamond Marbles.
Perfect. I was going to tell people, you go look out for Angelo and say hi to him. And hopefully you'll see me at a Dodger game and an Angel game soon. We'll get you more details about that.
There you go. So thanks so much.
I'm glad that you're supporting the minor league teams.
Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next Tuesday for another Beer Baseball Blogcast. More craft beer and curveballs. Good night, everyone.